In a single afternoon, an entire Roman city was buried alive and then lost for 17 centuries. This is the story of Pompeii and of its final 2 days. Before the end, Pompeii was loud, crowded, and overwhelmingly alive. Around 20,000 people lived here on the sunlit Bay of Naples. Its forum rang with temples, statues, and politicians shouting for votes. There were bakeries, wine bars, public baths, and a great arena for the games. Wine even grew on the slopes of the tall green mountain above the town. Its name was Vesuvius, and no one alive knew that it was a volcano. For days, small tremors rattled the cups on the shelves. The Romans shrugged them off. Then, in the autumn of 79 AD, the mountain tore itself open. A column of ash and rock blasted over 30 kilometers into the sky. Across the bay, a young man named Pliny watched and wrote down everything he saw. The cloud, he said, rose like a giant umbrella pine, flat-topped, spreading, and black. His account was so exact that eruptions like this are still called Plinian today. Over Pompeii, the sky went dark and hot stone began to rain from above. Light volcanic pumice piled in the streets, ankle deep, then knee deep. Under the growing weight, roofs cracked and caved in. Thousands fled toward the gates while they still could. Others hid inside their homes, certain it would soon pass. Across the water, the writer's uncle, Pliny the Elder, did the opposite. He sailed straight toward it to rescue people. He reached the far shore, calmed his friends, and never left. The fumes killed him there. Through the night, the mountain glowed, throwing sheets of fire across the dark. Then, just before dawn, the towering column collapsed. Instead of rising, it fell and rushed downhill as a wall of scorching gas and ash. These pyroclastic surges move faster than a car and burn hotter than boiling water. The seaside town of Herculaneum was struck first in the dead of night. Hundreds had sheltered in stone boathouses by the water. The heat killed them in an instant. Hours later, the surges reached Pompeii. Everyone who had stayed behind died where they stood in moments. When it ended, Pompeii was gone, buried under up to 6 meters of ash and stone. Herculaneum lay even deeper, sealed 20 meters down. The cities slipped off the maps, and farmers planted vines over the dead, never knowing what slept beneath. Then, in the 1700s, diggers struck marble, and the lost world returned to the light. Streets, shops, frescoes, even loaves of bread sat exactly as they were left. But the ash held one last secret. The bodies had rotted away, leaving hollow molds in the rock. An archaeologist named Fiorelli filled those voids with plaster, and the victims came back. A mother shielding her child, a man covering his face, even a chained dog caught mid-struggle. 2,000 years on, they are still here, frozen in the exact moment the world ended. Today, we walk their streets again. A whole Roman city paused forever on the day the sky fell on Pompeii.